All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Wingnut Streaming How-To Guide on how to set up OBS Studio for streaming on Twitch. Now then, I'm going to do this as a one take, so it's probably going to be bad, but we're going to roll with it. So, first thing you want to do is bring up your Twitch homepage. You are going to go to your dashboard, stream key, show key. I understand it's going to show your key. I'm not going to pull that up so that you guys don't see that. But you want to copy that key, close, and when you are setting up OBS, you're going to bring it up. I got a display cap on already just so you guys can see what I'm doing. Go into your settings and stream. You are going to paste your stream key in this blank here. I personally stream to Restream, and then that restreams to Twitch. I only do that because Restream will automatically post on Twitter that you went live. I haven't figured out how to do that with Twitch yet, so that's why I do it that way. It doesn't matter how you do it, you can go straight to Twitch. The end result is all the same still. So go to your servers. Whatever server is closest to your physical location is most likely the best one for you. Mileage may vary. Test other ones if the one you're trying isn't working. For me, in Midwest Canada, Seattle is the closest for me, so I go there. So you're going to apply that. That alone, you can pretty much just hit start streaming, and on all default settings, it'll just work. You might have problems, but it will work. General, you can pretty much leave it all alone. I like it being on the dark because this just looks gross. So put it on dark. Output. This is another one where it depends on your personal system and what you are currently capable of outputting. If you run a, this will be your default setting, this 264. If you run a NVIDIA GPU, you can go to this NVENC encoding. That forces your GPU to actually run the encoding, so it takes system usage off of your CPU. If you have a lower end CPU but you got a really nice video card, this is actually a great option. I have both really good CPU and a GPU, but I still play in 1080, so there is so much space on my video card that's not being used that I just do it this way, and I find it's more stable. Bitrate, if you're not partnered, no more than 3500. After that, it gets kind of wasted, and if you don't have a big enough channel to qualify for Twitch's video scaling, you're going to have a lot of problem getting your stream out to people that have a lower internet connection. So, I mean, when I started, I was somewhere, I think I started around 2000. Some days I was so bogged down by the CPU usage that I would actually turn it down to like 1800, and I was using lower resolutions. It looked pretty bad, but people found me mildly funny, so I guess they watched anyway. I don't know why. Encoder, this is another mileage may vary. You can leave it on default. That's fine. I prefer turning it up a little bit more because, I mean, I got the hardware to be able to do that. Audio bitrate, I think when I looked that up, 160 is either the default or the maximum that Twitch can actually utilize. So I leave that, and that's pretty much that's your output settings. You want to apply that. Audio, you pretty much don't need to touch this. It really depends on, for any normal streamer, you're gonna pretty much just put in, you know, whatever your default desktop audio output is. You're gonna put in whatever your microphone you're using is. For people that have webcams that have a microphone on them, watch out. Sometimes OBS will default pick up your webcam for the microphone, and that sounds garbage. So, I mean, make sure you actually look at this one. And then this is if you want to turn on push talks. I personally wouldn't, because if you turn on a push to talk, if you want your stream to actually feed off of your reactions of stuff, you're not always going to remember to hit that push to talk. So, I mean, it gets a little more immersive if you just leave open mic all the time. Now this I can't really mess with and show you different options because we're recording right now. So the base canvas resolution means what is your resolution that you're currently using your display at. So for me, again, I run 1080. So I run a base resolution of 1920 by 1080. I downscale that to 720p to output to Twitch. It just works. It just works real good. Most people don't really watch Twitch on their TV, so by dropping that down, it just makes everything a little easier for you to run down the road. Crank that up if you want. Again, if you are outputting a lower bitrate, dropping that down, the output resolution down, might actually really help you get stability in your stream. Frame rate values, 30 is fine. I go to 60 because I can. But that will... you will need to turn up your bitrate to be able to handle going up to 60 frames. It does actually take more to render more frames. There's a lot of people that don't seem to get that. I got a couple of keybinds to be able to actually flip between my scenes without having to actually like Alt-Tab out and click on the scene here in OBS. You don't have to do that shit. I mean, do what you want. And in advanced, just leave this alone. For those of you who do competitive gaming, if you want to turn on a delay so that you reduce the risk of being stream sniped. So say you're playing something like Rust and you really don't want to be stream sniped, you can enable a delay and then turn that up. That's up to you. I personally actually don't care if people stream snipe me, so I just leave that off. I mean, it comes with the territory of streaming. And that is essentially the basics of how to get OBS ready to hit start streaming. And I will end this video at that. I will continue the series making more in-depth on how to actually capture different sources. I will probably do the webcam one next. And I will also go over DSLR capture in that, and we'll go from there. We'll see what people want. Drop down in the comments below if you like, dislike, anything in between. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and I'll get more videos out here. Thanks for watching. Have yourselves a good day.